McGann's ambience and standards are on par with the international torchbearers of education in architecture. Studying at McGann's is an aspiring architect's dream come true.
Good morning, Preity Upala, Miss India Universe, to VOT24X7 digital platform. We are happy. I have no words to explain that you are with us on our channel, and all our viewers would be happy to listen to you and to understand how the world diaspora feels about so many things about Bharat, India. So since you are there with us, I take this opportunity to ask you to speak something about you first. Please introduce yourself and what is your passion and what is your profession, how you are placed in USA and where you are placed. Please go ahead.
Well, firstly, namaste so much. Thank you so much for having me on your wonderful platform. I'm so honored and excited. This is a new avenue for me altogether, and I really hope to engage with your audience moving forward. I'm based here in Los Angeles, California, America, but I'm from Australia, and I spent time in Dubai and Europe before moving here. And here I work in Hollywood, I work with the media and in politics. I speak around the world. I write for many publications on many different issues. I'm a political analyst commentator, a geopolitical analyst commentator. I do a lot of news shows around the world talking on important topics, and of course work in Hollywood as an actor and a producer and a brand ambassador too. And recently I have branched out in the world of sports, and I do a lot of sports commentating, analysis, and hosting because I have knowledge of the game, great passion, and also being an Indian here in America, watching the game, having a pretty global perspective is it's very interesting indeed. So, and I'm the foundation of everything I do is spiritual anyway. So, that's really at the heart of who I am and what I do. Like brand Preity Upala is very much a spiritual ambassador to the world, a dharmic ambassador to the world.
So since you said you have been following sports, especially cricket, so tell something about the Indian cricket team playing their games abroad, and also how you feel about the cricketers who are doing a wonderful job in the recent past.
Great question. I have to say I'm very proud of the Indian cricket team in general. I think we have been dominating the world now for several years in all formats of the game, and it's amazing. This is, for the past 2 decades, I think we have consistently been winning world champions, ICC tournaments. We are number one, the best team in various formats, and I think it's a pleasure to have such, it's a treat as an Indian fan to see the country doing so well. I must say I'm a huge supporter of the IPL. I think IPL has done enormous things for India, even non-sports related. I think it's done a lot of, it's given a lot of soft power to India, priceless soft power, I would say, and really put India on the map. And it's turned out to be such a huge financial success. Of course, the BCCI is one of the richest and the most powerful sporting bodies in the world. Again, this is incredible for India. It can do so much. And now they're finding talent from little towns all across India, right? And it's happening in cricket. I know it'll happen in hockey and in other sports too. So I'm very pleased. I think as far as cricket goes, IPL is always fun to watch, but I think our T20 team is very strong. The test team is doing phenomenally well. We're winning in all surfaces, in all conditions, against all sorts of opponents, and I truly think we are the best in the world right now. So, uh, it's a great time to be an Indian fan, I think, because we tend to be winning a lot.
Since you are a multifaceted personality, you are an actor, model, you are a speaker, and since you are a multifaceted personality, you are an actor, Bollywood actor, Hollywood actor, and you are also a renowned speaker worldwide, and people know you as a philanthropist, as an activist, as a speaker, and you're an amazing personality. So, what is your take on Indian politics? What as an NRI living in America? So, what is your how you feel about India from outside? How do you look from outside? What are your I mean thoughts about Indian politics?
Sure. Very, very interesting question. Quite incredible. Good question. I think it's important to ask NRIs what their view of the Indian government is, because I have noticed that the Indian diaspora is, firstly, it's the largest diaspora in the world, right? Plus, we are incredibly proud, and we have a very, very close connection to our home, like origin country, India, right? So we care obviously very greatly about what happens back home. So it's important to ask them how they feel about India. You have obviously many mixed opinions on this. People have different views on it. Some people are a little bit clueless about Indian politics or even what's going on in India. Some obviously don't care. But there are many who are deeply involved. And in America, we have a very active Indian community here who is absolutely very much in sync with what's going on in India. For me personally, traveling to sort of 100 countries, what I've noticed is for the first time, I find people respecting Indians in a way that they never used to. We were a joke a few decades ago, and now everybody is. They cannot ignore us, and Indians are putting their heads up high, and they're proud to even say, "I'm Indian," and regardless of what your political views are, I think there is a government now, and we have some governance, we have some leaders who are very proud to be Indian, proud to be Bharatiya, and who know who they are, and they're unapologetic in that. And I think that filters down to the citizens and indeed the diaspora too, because they feel if our leader in charge is so proud, then so can I. And I really see that it's rippled across. And I think India is doing incredibly well. The economy with technology, even to be honest, even through COVID, we've been the pharmacy to the world. Olympics, the whole world realized what a great sport crazy nation we are. Everyone appreciated India's achievements, even in the Olympics. And just in every area of life, we excel, and we cannot be ignored. We have a presence, right? And people feel us, and we are 1/6 of humanity. So we are very much, whatever happens to India, the whole world is affected. I think when India catches a cold, no, when India sneezes, the whole world catches a cold, which is true. So I'm very much involved with Indian politics. I'm sort of neutral and independent, and I see all sides, and I can criticize all parties, everything, but I'm fair, and but I see at least the will to want to be great, to want to have love and respect and a sense of nationalism. I think India is a country where this nationalistic spirit is very important. It brings many groups of people together, because we are a very diverse country, and we need to be Indian first, and then our faith and tradition and creed and all of that. So we have to get past that and just come together as a country. So that's my view.
Since we are discussing about Indian politics, there is a very unbelievable development in Afghanistan. I hope you are following Afghanistan politics also. Since you are there,
Yes.
you will be
Yes.
informed about the developments in Afghanistan. What is your take on Afghanistan? How we should deal with Afghanistan from now? The Taliban have taken over the Afghanistan, and what is your opinion? Because how do you look at the situation now? What is the solution? Things to be taken forward?
Great question. Before our interview, I was on a major Indian national channel. I went live, and we did a 1 hour special on the Afghan situation. And I was with a major general, and between us, we were talking about what mistakes India has made, because India has really, we have not done our, we've failed, I think. And then, of course, we also spoke about the US and what a blunder they've made, completely abandoned the Afghani people. They have let the Afghanistan down. They've let themselves down. The whole thing is in shambles. And I can just talk from an Indian perspective. What we should have done 6 months ago was to be very clear with our point of view, our perspective, our interest. What can we do? We've been, of course, we have great relationships with this past Afghan government. However, we were just not assertive enough with, anything more. We generously donated monies. We have some projects there, and of course, Afghani people love India. There's a lot of goodwill, which is fantastic. But beyond that, in the last few months, we should have seen this coming, and we should have made our voices be heard, our cards on the table. This is where India stands, because now with the situation, the problem is we can become victims of this fallout, and all of that muck is going to come our. And there are a few countries celebrating that the Taliban has taken over, and they want nothing more than India to not have a role at all. But we are actual stakeholders, I think, in this whole piece. We need to get ourselves regrouped, get some plan of action, put out statements, speak to the US government, speak to your whoever counterparts you need to speak to, get something going, and really start protecting your borders. Take national security very, very important, because it's already started, and we are very vulnerable. I don't think people realize how risky this is for us. This is dangerous for Afghanistan, of course, but dangerous for India too, right? So I think it's been very disappointing how we've sort of went about this thing in the last few months, considering, we've also been involved in that region for so long, and this is how it all ended. It's a shock, and I didn't think it would happen before September 11th, but it did. So it's like a month early. It's very premature, but this was inevitable. I think it was going to always be like this. When the troops had pulled out, they haven't even pulled out fully, and people are not waiting. So it's very sad. I think it's a sad day for humanity, what's happening in Afghanistan.
Okay, now out of box question for you, the rapid fire question. I'm going to ask you some names, and you should answer in one word. Your opinion about them, the personality. Okay, it is rapid fire. The first question: Shah Rukh Khan. What is your take?
Funny guy.
Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, a funny actor.
Funny actor. Okay. Amir Khan.
Should stick to acting and stay out of politics. Should stick to acting and stay out of politics.
Okay. Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Leader of the free world.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi.
Leader of the free world in many ways.
Okay. Joe Biden. Photos.
No comment.
Okay. Kamala Harris.
Very unpopular at the moment.
Okay. Um, since your origin from Andhra Pradesh, I'm going to ask a question related to Andhra. Why
Okay.
does Jagan Mohan Reddy?
Oh, wow. I don't follow Andhra politics too much. I just hope that both Andhra and Telangana are in good hands and they're thriving. I don't follow it so much, but I hope I hope they're in a good place, you know.
Okay. Imran Khan.
Ooh, should have just
Pakistan
stuck
Prime
to
Minister Imran Khan.
should have just stuck to cricket.
Okay. Okay. So, you think
Okay, go ahead.
which Hollywood actor should have entered politics? Sylvester Stallone, Sean Connery, Arnold already is there.
The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. He jokes about entering politics. He is very popular. He could have he could have joined politics. Sylvester Stallone, I don't know. I know he looks like he could, but I think Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, absolutely.
Okay, okay. Do you follow Tamil Nadu actors? Superstar Rajinikanth? You follow
Yes,
him?
you know a few of them. Yeah, he's a superstar.
Okay, okay. So what is your opinion about Mr. Rajinikanth, superstar?
Oh, he's a gem. You know, he's he's one of your greatest exports, I would say.
He watches VOT channel regularly. He called me last week
Wow,
and he
that's
appreciated us.
amazing.
He
That's
called
amazing.
me yesterday, I mean last week, and told he's following the channel.
Okay, then you should send him our episode. He'll be very happy.
Yeah, definitely, definitely, definitely. Since you are a fan of him, if I'm right.
Wonderful.
Okay. So nice, Preeti ji. You have spoke very well about everything elaborately. So we will have another discussion without any
Yes.
glitches. And to begin with, let's telecast this about what is happening in the current world around us.
Yes.
And next time we will definitely come out with some other interesting interview.
Absolutely. I'm surprised you didn't ask me about CSK. Hello.
See, should I ask you?
Yes, why not?
Yes, I'll ask you. And now I'm coming. So,
Okay.
Preeti ji, what is your take on CSK, Chennai Super Kings, MS Dhoni?
Well, the even though I'm from Andhra, my IPL team that I support is CSK, the best. They're amazing. I think CSK is IPL, IPL is CSK, and also CSK is MS Dhoni. So in a way, IPL really is all about MS Dhoni. I think he's been such an ambassador, superstar for the IPL for so long, for a decade, over a decade. And CSK are really the epitome of a champion team. So proud of them. They're amazing. Great brand, one of the best brands, I think, to come out of sports. And I hope they win. I want MS Dhoni to win one last championship before he might want to think about retiring. He deserves it, and the team deserves it. Deserves to win one for him. So I hope that in Dubai this year they will be lifting the trophy.
Yes, wonderful. We will ensure CSK team watches your interview and your wishes you have extended to the team in advance to win the trophy.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you.
Thank you very much. We are delighted to have you on our show and looking forward. Thank you, Preity ji. Namaskar.
Dhanyawad, namaste, Jai Hind. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure.
Jai Hind.